is sweet. Alrighty, so we're spawning as British Airways in Munich, Germany, and gonna be headed to Rome. It'll be fun. I'm starting to get the hang of this A320. Definitely very different than most other aircraft. Alright, let's get started. Plane loaded up. This. Bring in the sim brief. Morning, Ed. How are you? Alright, so we're bringing the sim brief data. Got that. We'll get fuel truck over. We'll get the jet bridge over. Baggage truck. Ground power. Get the food. I'm gonna feed these animals. And then we'll just take a quick look at get our taxi stuff real quick. Pin it so I have it. Taxi chart. Nice. Good morning. Our kids had us up a little early this morning. We'll leave that alone for now. Alright, that's good enough. Good enough to get started. Let's get going. So, init checklist. Yep, refuel truck, external power. Yep. Alright, cockpit prep. Make sure parking brake is on. Breed brakes are retracted. Flaps are retracted. Weather radar's off. Predictive wind shear is off. Engine master switch is on normal. Engines are off. Gear levers down. Wipers are off. Okay. That's no worries, Ed. Alright, power on. Batteries 1 and 2 set to on. Battery 1. 2. And we're gonna go external power. I have it. Put that on. Crew oxygen supply, we'll keep that on. And then, let's see what's next. 8 ears. Turn those on. Nav. Overhead lighting. Got the mood lighting. Overhead lighting's good. Arm the emergency exit lights. Yeah, those ones. Those are armed. Hey, what's up, Speedy? Don't stress out. Keep it chill. Where was I? Nav and logo lights on. Strobe lights set to auto. Okay. No smoking and seatbelts on. Cabin pressure is already on auto. Okay, set display brightnesses as desired. So we'll go through and set those up. Yeah, nice and bright. Yes, Ed. Yeah. So I'm using it, you probably can't see it, but I have literally like a notebook with like notes and checklist on how to fly this thing because yeah, it's new to me. I usually do general aviation stuff, and then back when I used to do VAT sim a little bit, I was doing the Boeing 737, the Zebo mod. So yeah, Airbus is it's interesting. I'm liking it though. Alright, just setting up. Yeah, lighting. Okay. And this thing is crazy dim. Alright, should be good enough. Let's see. Cabin temps, we'll set those. Sure, fine. And then set the barrow. So on the ground where we are right now, barrow is 10-11. All right, Speedy. Have a good time. The barrow's set. Let's go ahead and listen to ATIS.
Advice on initial contact. You have information, Mike.
Information, Mike.
Munich Airport information, Mike. 132 Zulu. Wind 290 at 4, few clouds at 4,400. Temperature 20. 2.11. Ko-Inha 1012. Landing and departing runways 26 right, 26 left. Transition level 050. Read back all hold short instructions. Advice on initial contact. You have information, Mike.
Cool. Alright, let's get some of this loaded. The ATSU, AOC, init. And then you can just load, and that'll load right from SimBrief. That'll bring in the flight plan. There. And then you also go to inits and load it here. Boom. Pretty cool. That already kind of loads everything in for you. Makes it really easy. Let's go ahead and get let's take a look at fuel. So yeah, so I needed from SimBrief, I need 12,000 pounds of fuel, so go ahead and get that started. And go ahead and start boarding the animals. All right. All right, let's check everything out. In a day, I don't think there's much to do here at this point. Yep, did that. Let's see, check the flight plan for any discontinuities. Okay, but I'm gonna need yep, animals, all of them. Ed says it's very cool that I've been flying it for a while now. I fly a lot of GA. Yeah, I think it's good to switch it up once in a while. Not just doing the same thing all the time. I want a good study level turboprop. I haven't really found too many in the sim. I guess they have a lot of problems with turboprops in general in this game. Let's go ahead and get clearance, and then I'll know what the departure is.
Speedbird 3527. Request IF or clearance to Fiumicino Airport.
Letting the first officer handle ATC comms.
Speedbird 3527. Mission delivery. Expect runway 26 left. Zabo 3 Sierra departure. Squawk 1000.
1000. Okay.
Vavo 3 Sierra departure. Squawk 1000. Speedbird 3527.
Speedbird 3527, read that correct. Contact ground 121.9 tree when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.9 when ready for pushback or engine start. Speedbird 3527.
What do you say? He said 26 left. Okay. Vavo 3 Sierra, yes. And I didn't get a transition, so I guess we're just going direct. Cool, so I got that in there. And let's clear the discontinuity out. No. Alright. Only 26 left. Easy enough. Alright, let's start setting up. Make sure we got fuel on
Boarding
board.
completed.
Boarding's completed, cool. Let's go flight plan, no, performance, that's where I go next. We need fuel, weight and balance stuff. Is that in it? Page B, yeah. Get our 0 fuel weight. Confirmed. Then we got our takeoff weight, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to receive final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask.
All
Welcome
good.
aboard.
Good. Alright, so we did that. VORs are good. Unit B, we did block fuel weight. Average wind comp's done. Performance, verify runway and transition altitude on that page. Transition's 5,000, yep, that's what they said. Put this in for flaps. And then we get our V speeds and it just automatically calculates. So nice. So rotate's gonna be 133. Alright, that's all for that. Gonna brighten this up on this guy. Cool. Now we can read that. Alright. So since the animals are loaded up, go ahead, get rid of the jet bridge, get rid of the fuel truck, we don't need that anymore. I'm sure we got enough food. Baggage truck's good, ground power can stay just for a second while I start the APU. Go ahead, start, wait 3 seconds. Starts. We'll let that get going. While that's going, we'll go ahead and get our taxi, or push and start permission.
Speedbird 3527 at ramp 614. Request pushback.
Speedbird 3527, München ground, pushback approvet. Face east.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east. Speedbird 3527.
Go ahead and set that up. Pre-planned. Come on, load up. Toolbar. APU is available. We'll go ahead, APU bleed on. Oh, probably should turn on fuel pumps. And we'll throw on turn off external power. That's good. Get rid of the ground power unit. We are ready for pushback. And when we get ready for start, we're going to go beacon on.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
Engine mode goes to ignition start. And once we start rolling, we'll do that. Yeah, it's fun, Ed, going through like all the procedures and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy how much there is to remember. I tried doing it the other day without my checklist. I actually made it, but there was definitely like I missed a lot of things. I forgot to turn lights on and off, things like that. Like I had landed and then realized, oh, I never turned the landing lights on, things like that. Now we're moving. Alright, since we're moving, let's go ahead and start the second engine. Start number 2. We can take a quick look outside. When those engines turn on. I know the Phoenix or that the engine sounds on that are really, really good. Right. Alright, engines are available, so we can go ahead and turn off the APU. And let's get our spoilers armed, flaps set to takeoff position. Forgot to lock the cabin door. I'll tell you what, the terrorists. There we go. And then set our transition altitude. I forgot to set that. And I need to. What's next? Don't need anti-ice. Auto brakes get set to max. Cool. Good. Some taxi instructions.
Speedbird 3527. Request taxi to the active.
Speedbird 3527, runway 26 left, taxi via Whiskey 2, Delta 4, Sierra 8, Sierra, Bravo 13, Bravo 14.
Flight controls.
Runway 26 left taxi via Whiskey 2, Delta 4, Sierra 8, Sierra, Bravo 13, Bravo 14, Speedbird 3527.
And then elevator, so rudders. Full flight control tech is good. Got our taxi clearance. 26 left, Whiskey 2, Delta 4, Sierra 8, Sierra, Bravo 13, Bravo 14. Okay, takeoff config. We need to ding the cabin and test config. fix normal. Ding the cabin, runway turn off lights go on, taxi lights go on, wing lights on. And then let's take a look. Double check the charts. So we got Whiskey 2. Okay, sure. What? See, so this is a problem with Beyond ATC I'm running into, is that their taxi instructions are not concurrent with the charts. Like Whiskey 2, I don't intersect with Delta next. So it tells me to go from Whiskey 2 to Delta 4, which is not really a thing. Unless I'm reading this wrong. Oh no, Delta 4 is there. So Delta 4, got it. Okay. S8, got it. And then via Sierra. Okay, so we got to the left. And then Bravo 13. Yep, we're there. And then Bravo 14. So the middle ramp there. Okay, well, I actually can read that. So it is right. I've had problems with this though, where it's not matching up. I always struggle with taxi, anyways. All right, cool. Let's begin that taxi. We'll put the throttle, the parking brake off. Oh, the tug's still connected. Jesus, hurry up, tug. Let me go. Get out of the way. Guess we can do a little departure brief while we're waiting for the tug to get out of the way. Once we get to the runway, we're going to set throttles to 50%. Once we're stable at 50, then we'll go toga. If I have a problem before 133 knots, I'll come to a stop. If it's after 133 knots, I'll handle it in the air. After positive rate, we'll go landing gear up. 1500 is the thrust reduction altitude, so at 1500 we'll drop the throttles to the climb detent and arm autopilot. So that's our departure brief done. I'm supposed to turn left here. Yeah, I'll have to look into the Phoenix at some point. Yeah, I've seen some people using it, and it does seem like the fly-by-wire is good, especially for free. The fact that the fly-by-wire is free is amazing. But this is the turn for Bravo 13. This must be our turn. Bravo
14. Speedbird 3527, contact München Tower 120.505.
Over to Tower 120.505, Speedbird 3527.
Tower, let's get departure.
Speedbird 3527, ready to go. Runway 26 left.
Predictive wind shear.
Speedbird 3527, München Tower, wind 290 at 4, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff. Speedbird 3527.
Almost forgot the landing lights. Clear for takeoff, 26 left. Cool. I dinged the cabin. I don't know why that didn't go away. Oh yeah, they got the A380 coming. Yeah, that'll be cool. Alright, let's try to not die today. Throttles 50%. Stabilized. Toga. Here we go. Thrust reduction, so we'll set climb detent, engage the autopilot, away we go.
Speedbird 3527. Contact München Departure 128.03.
Contact Munich departure 128.03, Speedbird 3527. Munich, Speedbird 3527, 4,400 feet.
Speedbird 3527, München Departure, identified, climb to flight level 190.
Flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, Speedbird 3527.
Transition altitude, 5,000 is really low for that. Okay.
All aircraft be advised information November now current, QNH 1011.
Set this to normal. Don't need the ground spoilers armed anymore. Get rid of that. Seatbelts can stay on for now. Landing lights can stay on until 10,000. So I have it on auto respond right now, Ed. Yeah, so I'm just letting the co-pilot do the comms. The first officer. I love that as an option. It's really great. You have to click it once in a while for certain things. You have to trigger, like I had to trigger it to request departure, but for the most part, once you do that, it kind of just behaves on its own. And the first officer takes care of everything. Alright, 10,000 feet, so we can go ahead, turn off and retract our landing lights. Turn the nose wheel light off. Could have done that a while ago. Don't need runway turn off either. And the other ones are fine. And seatbelts can come off. Yeah, I like having it like at least during takeoff and landing to have it on auto. That way it's, you know, I don't have to try to think about that also while trying to fly the plane. Kind of more true to real life, right? Like in reality, an Airbus pilot, someone's flying the plane, the other person's handling the radio, so they would never try to do both. Like, it took me a while to get used to the managed mode thing when I was learning this. Like, I was like, so I don't have to set a speed? I don't, like, it's all in the MCDU. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I forgot to start the clock. Whoops. Oh well. Yeah, we're in a managed climb. Oh, really? No, it wouldn't auto-tune? Huh. I wonder if that's just something with the Phoenix. Yeah, it's auto-tuning the radios and auto-respond on right now. Which I could probably turn off at this point.
Speedbird 3527, contact Munich radar 120.65, have a good day.
Over to 120.65 for Speedbird 3527, see you.
Negative, Munich radar on 120.65.
That's what I said! 120.65, Speedbird 3527. Yeah, I don't know, like with, you know, with that aircraft, if maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know. Just because that one's all, you know, damn near study level. Munich radar, Speedbird 3527 with you, climbing flight level 190. I need to stop saying with you, that's an old habit, but they don't do that anymore. They don't want that.
Climb to flight level 390.
Climb to flight level 390, Speedbird 3527. Yeah, I forget now that they don't want you to say with you anymore. That's not, they like, that was like a change with ATC. It's like an old habit that's going to be hard to break. Yeah, it's like an old, like whenever checking into a frequency, that's like how I used to do it on VATSIM, was like, you know, whatever, with you climbing in the flight level or whatever. Yeah, now they don't want, it's just your like call sign Speedbird, like so it'd be like Speedbird 3527 climbing, you know, flight level 190, that's it. So try to like brevicy and you know, say it as short as possible. I've also been having a problem with Beyond ATC where I'm having to call for descent. So and I'm having to, because basically, from what I know, from what my knowledge is, during my flight, the arrival and approach could change from what I had on my flight plan. So there's a good to fair chance I get a different approach than I might have left thinking I was going to get. So the problem is Beyond ATC is not giving me that approach soon enough. And so if it gives me a different one, you're like top of descent's all wrong and could be completely different based on that approach and everything like that. So I've been having to, whenever I get close to top of descent, generally I've been calling ahead and forcing it to give me the descent early, just so that I, you know, can set up for it in time. Because I had it happen a couple of times where where what I put into SimBrief is not the approach that I got, because say the winds changed or whatever, because I'm using the real weather, then this, you know, the arrival runway changes and everything's all different. So, like right now, I don't even have the approach set up. This is the way I feel, is there's not really a lot of point in doing that yet, because I might have to go back and change it anyways. Yeah, some nice views over the mountains. Yeah, I've had that change a few times, Ed, where during my flight, that all got
Speedbird 3527, contact Vienna Radar 124 decimal 4, have a good day.
over to 124.4, Speedbird 3527. Speedbird 3527 out of flight level 2504, flight level 390.
Speedbird 3527, Vienna Radar contact.
Nice scenic flight over the snowy mountains. I did some graphics tweaking recently. To try to kind of optimize it a little better. I am using DLSS, NVIDIA DLSS. The one thing is that DLSS makes the instruments a little bit blurry. Like I think that's like when I turn DLSS off, this is a lot clearer. It's small. It's a small change. But DLSS, I'm gaining about 15 to 20 FPS with DLSS on. So the trade-off is pretty worth it. If I get the approach that I have planned, it's a really fun approach. For whatever reason, they have you do like an S bend while you're descending. It's kind of a cool approach. Yeah, even though I have DLSS set to quality, it's about 10 FPS difference. It's pretty noticeable. Airworks, what up? Welcome in. Nick Armada, hello. Welcome to the stream. This is our Sunday morning flight sim streams. So we're headed to Rome. So just left Munich, Germany, and headed to Rome. And this is the fly-by-wire A320. Yep, using Beyond ATC. I was talking a minute ago about how there is a little bit of a problem with it in that it doesn't give you the approach until you're basically at your top of descent. So it's yeah, it can be a little annoying. Hey, let's go. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you. Yes, this is Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. DLSS set to quality. That's what I have. Nice. Yeah, Flight Simulator, it's been I used to do it a ton, and then I kind of got out of it for a while, and I've recently been getting back into it. I've been using Beyond ATC, hoping to get good at Flight Sim again, and remember ATC comms so I can get on VAT Sim at some point. I'd like to do a VAT Sim flight. Trying to get the confidence up. And learn the Airbus. This is probably my like fourth flight with the Airbus, maybe fifth. Starting to get comfortable with it. The landings are always interesting. I tend to overflare it too much and then float. That's been my problem with it. I never turned on my thing for you guys here. What did I did the 737 Zebo mod on X-Plane a lot, but I haven't tried it at all in MSFS now. See if that works. Oh, no it didn't. Why aren't we working Fly Live? Yeah, AK, so I do have the Navigraph subscription, so I have the current AirX. And yeah, I think Beyond ATC, they were saying they have a Discord. If you get onto their Discord, they were saying that the sim is giving them bad information at a lot of airports.
Speedbird 3527, contact Milan radar 124.925, FA good day.
Center on 124.925, Speedbird 3527. How long do I think the rest of the flight will take? I think probably about, let's say 25 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. And then I'm going to load up another one and do another one.
Milan radar, Speedbird 3527, climbing flight level 355 for flight level 390.
Speedbird 3527, Milan radar contact.
So we're looking at, look at the map here. This is our top of descent point. So we're going to start descending at about 160 miles from where we're at currently. But since we're doing about 0.78 Mach, that's going to be not too long. So I was trying to get my Fly Live overlay to load. It's not working right now. I don't know why. Basically, there's supposed to be an overlay on the screen that will show you how long it's going to be till the end of the flight. But it's currently... Oh man, we're getting some turbulence. Hang on, people. Real turbulence. Get a little
Speedbird 3527, experiencing turbulence, flight level 359er.
Speedbird
Yeah, I appreciate that.
3527. Stay intensity.
Stay intensity. We're gonna call that moderate.
Moderate turbulence. Speedbird 3527.
Speedbird 3527. Roger. Thanks for the PI-rep.
So do a little pie rep there of the turbulence pilot report, just letting other pilots know that there's turbulence in that area. Alrighty. What was I working on? I was working on this overlay. Why are you not working? Copy that. And that goes into here. We go settings. There, like that. I don't know. Yeah, so right now, Nick, Amanda, the plane's on autopilot, so essentially it's hands off. We're just kind of monitoring. Pretty soon here we'll have to start setting up for our descent, though. So it'll get real busy for a second while we figure out the approach into Rome. So a lot of flying airliners is all about like just setting up your instruments and having everything programmed correctly, and then the plane flies itself. And the point of it is it's not necessarily that pilots are lazy in real life and that they just don't want to fly the plane. It's that the computer is way smoother than a human could ever be. So in terms of passenger comfort, it's way better off for the plane to be on autopilot and let the computers do the work. Then it also saves strain on the pilots of not, like, say they're doing a 4-hour flight. Well, 4 hours of trying to be super precise and smooth would wear out the pilot, essentially. So it allows them to kind of take a breather and focus on other things. So they focus on navigating, they're focusing on talking to ATC and setting up, you know, flight plans and checking the weather and all the other stuff that they have to do. And the plane can just kind of fly itself for a while. Yeah, we'll give you a quick look. I got a minute here. Here we are. British Airways flying over the mountains into Italy. So this is northern Italy. I love British Airways call sign that they go by Speedbird. That's awesome. Everybody else just goes by like their airline or whatever. It's super boring. And then you got British Airways that they call themselves Speedbird. I don't know. I find that cool. Once I get about 80 miles away, I'm going to call for descent if they haven't given me the approach by then. Just because I know Beyond ATC's been, it'll give you the approach so late sometimes. Alright, turbulence seems to have stopped, so we can let the animals back out of their seats again for a little while. We'll put it out there. If you guys would like watching streams on Twitch more, I am also live on Twitch right now, so Rain_FPS on Twitch. And then I do have a Discord community, so if you're interested in joining the Discord and keeping up with us, I play a lot of games, so it's not just Flight Simulator. We do War Thunder, Destiny 2, Battlefield. Those are kind of the mainstays on the channel right now. But yeah, I bounce around. I play a little bit of everything. So here's that Discord link if you want to join the community. We're almost to 100 members on Discord. So pretty cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, Captain speaking. you. We're just reaching cruising altitude for the flight. As we begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep
It's funny, we just reached cruising altitude.
Will be coming through the cabin with galley punch shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating with the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
For such a short flight, 39,000 feet's a lot of altitude for an hour flight. That's what SimBrief gave me, though. But it's like, by the time I got up, I've got 120 miles or so, and then I'm going to be descending. So, kind of a pointless climb, really. Like, climb up and then descend. Ding the cabin, let them know they can serve the beverages. Gotta make that money somehow. I'm really excited. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 has been announced, and they're talking about having like missions and stuff in it. So you'll have like an airliner economy where you run your airline, and you can, you got to figure out like pricing for your flights and stuff like that. And then they're going to have like rescue missions and all sorts of other stuff. All right, Nick, see ya. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. So like there's gonna be like crazy like storm missions where you go fly and do weather research in storms and stuff. The new flight sim sounds like it's gonna be really cool. I'm super excited for it. Right, yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out. This is my favorite part of streaming is talking to chat, so appreciate you coming by. Oh. Yeah, they show like in the trailer, they've got like the plane flying near a tornado. I'm like, oh man, that looks sick. Hopefully my PC can handle it. I got an RTX 3080, so I'm fine on the graphics card, but I'm CPU limited. I have a Ryzen 7 3900X, or 3800X, which is a couple generations old now, and so generally the sim tells me that the CPU is what's bogging me down. Or, well, I've also heard rumors that 2024 will be better optimized, so yeah, I think it'll run it, right? So it should be fine, but they were talking about that the new 2024 is going to use multi-threaded CPU finally. So it'll finally utilize more than one of your CPU cores. So that will help a lot. FPS, have I tried a Pilot Life 2? No, I have not. What is that? I've never even heard of that. $9,700K and a 3070? Hell yeah. Well, hey, I appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around. Career mode for MSFS. I will look into that, AK. I didn't know that was a thing. I will certainly look into that. So like you start out as like a flying Cessnas or whatever. You got to work your way up. 30 bones? That ain't bad. Oh, you can use any planes? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it'd be nice to like have something to, you know, something more to do than just fly from point A to point B. Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. That sounds cool. Do fly some of the Cessna Citation longitude around with some rich people, private airline flights. I like that plane a lot too, the Cessna Citation. I know it's not study level, so it's not like the best, but it's okay. It's fun enough to use. Okay, we're almost about 80 miles out from top of descent, so I am going to go ahead and tell them I want to descend now, even though I'm not going to, just because I want to see what arrival it's going to give me so I can get that programmed in now. So go ahead and do that.
Speedbird 3527, ready for descent.
Speedbird 3527, right 3 Alpha, runway 16 left, descend to flight level 280.
Cool. Expect the right 3 Alpha approach, runway 16 left, descend to flight level 280, Speedbird 3527. But alright, so right 3 Alpha approach. Let's go ahead and look at our charts. Let's take a look at that. So approach to what's the right 3 Alpha? I'm hoping it's the zigzag approach. It's pretty cool. Oh, maybe I'm blind. Alright, I got old eyes. I gotta zoom in. Right 3 Alpha. Right 3 Alpha. That one, maybe? Yeah, it's gotta be, right? Yep, that's the one. Yep. Yep, we're gonna come in here, and then you do all these turns to then line up for final. It's kind of crazy. What I wanted out of this, I need the transition height on this. Yep. Cool, and then the approach, so we're going to be 16 left. Let's take a look at that chart. 16 left. What's decision altitude on that? Come on, you gotta remember how to read charts here. Where do you have your decision height at? Right there, 159. Is that it? No, that's degrees. Oh, decision altitude 114. Got it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and program that in. So we go to LRF, arrivals, ILS 16 left. I believe it is going to be. Oh God, there's 3 of them. Right 3 Alpha to 16 left. Maybe this one. And then right 3 Alpha is the approach. Whoops. Right 3 Alpha. That guy? Yep. Didn't give me any vias, so I'm guessing direct. Alright, cool. And then we'll scroll through, make sure we got no discontinuity. Looks good. can also, what we can do is go to flight plan and then scroll through it here. Yep, that looks good, right? Now we got to start looking at our performance stuff. So we'll go to here. Nice coffee. Flyby coffee. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think it'll be live tornadoes. It'll probably be like a sim injected thing, yeah. I doubt it'll be live. That'd be crazy if it was. You go back and go to like the Moore tornado, the EF5 that like destroyed Moore, and just go see that, or the El Reno. All right, so let's look at our arrival stuff. So QNH is going to be 1010. So we're looking for 1010 temperature. It's 23. And our magnetic winds are 170 at 7. So 170 at 7. So throw all that in there. Decision height we said was 114. That goes there. Alright, so now we have our final approach speed is going to be 148. So we're going to be landing a little fast. We're going to do full. So it's going to be full flaps. And then our go around is already set. And flight plan. Alright, we should be good to go. Oh, nice. You like War Thunder too? Sweet. Yeah, so we'll be streaming War Thunder tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Yep. So I do on Sundays I do 2 streams. So I got the Sunday morning flight sim, and then Sunday evening we do we do War Thunder. I'm currently playing 6-7 Israel. It's been interesting. Ah, there's the discon. I knew there was one in there. There it is. Boom. That's better. Now the flight plan looks perfect. So now that's going to take us all the way down. Yep. Cool. We're all purple here, so we're all happy that we're going to hit our speed limits and restrictions, our constraints. So the plane's happy with that. Yeah. Should be a nice smooth descent down in. So we got about 40 miles, 45 miles till top of descent. Let's double check the old checklist. Let's see here. Descent stuff. Arrival is signed by ATC. Yep. Set up arrival in the MCDU. Done. Verify descent marker on the PFD. Got it. Got my altitude restrictions. Perf page is set up. Minimums for landing are good. All right. Once we cross 10,000, we're going to set the landing lights on. Once we are established on the approach, we'll go gear down, full flaps, and let's take a look at taxi stuff. Where the hell do we want to park? Back to the checklist. Nope, not that. I don't want that. Get out of there. I want charts. And I want taxis. Alright, so we're expecting to land on runway 16, which is this guy over here. So we're going to be landing way the hell out there. Let's figure we probably get stopped ideally around here. So we'll pull off Delta, we'll come down Charlie. We'll have to cross the runway threshold here. Take a right turn and then head over to parking. Okay. And then we take a look at parking stand numbers. Yeah, ideally we get something in the 300s, 3 or 400s. Be good. Easy enough to find. We'll go ahead and pin that. We'll pin the parking stands. That way those are easy to find when I want them. So I can go back now, and now I have those charts right here, right when I'm ready for them. Alright. All set up. We're 35 minutes in-ish. I started that a little late, so maybe like 37 minutes into the flight. Had a good time. Stop descent. So we'll see. Yes, live time and weather, Ed. Yep. Yeah, I always leave it on live because then SimBrief seems to work better. SimBrief doesn't, it's not able to get, like, if you mess around with the weather, so I just always leave it on live. Probably 10 minutes now, I'm guessing. We're going to be descending here in about 10 miles, so we'll start our descent down. And it'll probably take about 10 minutes on the approach, something like that. I know, landing's everybody's favorite part of the flight, right? That's how you judge if anybody's good at flying. Just watch the landings. I would really hope Beyond ATC will tell me to descend here, but I don't think it's going to work. It's been really struggling with the whole top of descent thing recently. Yep. Well, hopefully I don't mess it up too bad. Landing this big old thing. I generally prefer the small planes, the little turboprops. This is kind of new to me to be flying these the big jets. So We'll see how it goes. And we're crossing top of descent. Yep, TD reached, and nothing from beyond ATC. So it's kind of frustrating that it's not working well right there, but I'm sure they'll fix it. Thrust back to idle. Okay. And down we go.
Speedbird 3527. Contact Rome radar 131.1.
Contact Rome radar on 131.1. Speedbird 3527. Rome radar, Speedbird 3527, descending via the right 3 Alpha arrival.
Speedbird 3527, 6 altitude.
Descending flight level 280.
Speedbird 3527, Rome radar, radar contact.
Make sure everything's all happy. Yep, purple, purple. Looking good. This is a cool approach. It's like a racetrack approach to land. It's kind of interesting. They just have you S-curve around while you're descending. It's kind of neat. I don't know why they have it like that, but yeah. Making our way down. Well, we can start doing some things here, so go ahead, set the speed brake, get that ready. Set auto brakes to medium for arrival. Once we get closer on approach, we'll set the engines to ignition start. And yeah, that should be about it. You're back. Hey, appreciate that, AK. Those likes. I'm getting close to, 400 and some odd subscribers on YouTube, and then I'm up to like 79 on Twitch. It's starting to build up. Big thing for me, and probably haven't. I think you guys are kind of definitely new. I know Nick, Amanda is new. Yeah, for me this streaming thing has always been a hobby for me. But it's kind of getting to the point where I'm really trying to take it serious now, as I'm getting close to like affiliate and getting close to 500. So I've been streaming pretty much every day, or trying to stream every day as much as I can. I do work as an engineer, so it's I can't stream all the time, and most of my streams are in the evening, which is a little unfortunate because generally more people would watch during the day, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm hoping to get affiliate on Twitch. That'd be really cool. Because then it allows me to do more with the stream. I can have, like, it can be more interactive, and there can be channel points and rewards, so people who watch get rewards for watching. Stuff like that, like, that I can't do currently. It'd be really nice. After the stream today, I actually got a bunch of homework to do. I'm studying game design in college right now, and yeah, I got some Unreal Engine stuff to do. Yeah, it's been fun. I'm almost done, so I'm in my senior year of it. I think I graduate in November, and then I'll probably me and a friend our plan is to build a game, an indie developed game, kind of in our spare time. So it'll take a while to get it out, but. AK, no, it's actually not that hard. So I'm going through Full Sail University. Now, my problem with Full Sail so far with the degree program, now thankfully, so I was in the military, so the military is paying for college for me. So essentially college is free. If I was paying for it, I would have been upset, because a lot of the lessons were like, hey, go look this up on YouTube and watch these YouTube courses on like coding. Well, shit, I'm paying you to tell me to watch YouTube videos. Like, that doesn't, I just wasn't happy with the way they teach. The courses themselves aren't very difficult. And what's cool though, and the reason I went with Full Sail is their degree programs are really short. So the bachelor's is only 29 months for a bachelor's. Every class is only 4 weeks. So it's kind of accelerated learning, which is, it works for me for the most part. But that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to get my bachelor's quick, and then I'm still up in the air, but probably going to go for a master's in systems engineering when I'm done. So I kind of got the game design one more for fun. It was just a fun way to get a STEM degree bachelor's. Technically, it's a STEM degree. So it was just a fun way to get my bachelor's done quick, and then I'm going to go for a master's probably. That's where the big money is, you know. Let's see, flight level 100. Yeah, I think we'll be up at or above that. Yep, we're still at 17,000, so looking just fine. Yeah, I learned everything from YouTube University, man. Yeah, that and Reddit, between those two. And like forums, so I like working on cars. So like forums are huge. I'm in like every forum for everything. Like for my Ducati motorcycle, you would never want to work on that without like the forum and stuff that has all the information where people have done it and documented how to do the work. And yeah, like I wouldn't want to touch that motorcycle without the forums and the internet to show me how to do it. Sharkbite, hello, welcome in. Oh, you changed your screen name. Haha, gotcha. Yep, see that. Starting to come down in our speed restrictions here. Slow it down. Something in my eye. Yeah.
Speedbird 3527, contact room approach 131.1.
Approach on 131.1, Speedbird 3527. Approach, Speedbird 3527 with you, descending via the right 3 arrival.
Speedbird 3527, request not understood.
Oh, it's got the frequency wrong. So approach is not 131.1. Approach is going to be Raycon, so it's going to be 13.9. Yep. It's a little pilot's ATC bug there.
Roma, Speedbird 3527. Flight level 126 with information mic.
My imaginary first officer is going to take over the comms now.
Speedbird 3527 Roma approach. QNH 1010 expect the LS Whiskey runway 16 left with the XAMA transition.
QNH1010 expect the ILS Whiskey runway 16 left with the XAMA transition. Speedbird 3527.
Marv, go. Yep, I have to make one of those when I'm done with this. Huh? No. When I'm done. Yeah, and yeah, whenever, if you're ever using Pilot's ATC and you go to check in on a frequency and it tells you it doesn't understand and says radio check, it means that it turned you over to the wrong frequency. So what I generally do is go to the charts and get the correct one. If you don't have the charts, you can always just open the comms panel and just go to like, just try different ones until you find one that actually works. Until you find the right approach frequency. But yeah, I've noticed that a few times where it gives me the wrong handoff. I'll be like, I didn't get that, or I didn't understand that, and it's because you're on the wrong frequency, so it doesn't understand why you're trying to check in with it when you're already on the same frequency. So it freaks out. Should be able to bring in our first batch of flaps now. Oh, not two, just one. Alright, we're under 10,000, so we'll go ahead, flip on our landing lights. When we turn off lights. Go ahead and get gear down. And let's activate approach phase if it hasn't done it already.
Flight attendants, please prepare for that.
Turn on our landing system. Now once we get established on the localizer, we'll go ahead and switch over to approach mode. Next notch of flaps. Actually, we'll just go full. There we are. Probably slowing down a little too early, but that's all right. Alright, everything's green for landing config, so we're looking mighty fine.
Speedbird 3527, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1010.
Descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1010, Speedbird 3527.
So you can see that
All
constraint is
aircraft be
automatic.
advised information
6,000 is
November
there.
no current, QNH 1010.
Oh, it is set back to idle. You are. Yeah, good catch. Well, actually, that's on purpose right now. It hasn't told me to take it back off idle, so I'm still descending. Because normally that would be popping up here if it was going to yell at me, which it might here in a second. Oh yeah, yep. Must have missed it when it told me to go back. What is happening? What is happening? What are we doing, plane? Why are we nose to the sky all of a sudden? What the hell? Autopilot. That was weird. What auto throttle's doing there. It's alright, we're okay. We almost died. So it told me to go back to idle during the descent. At least I remember seeing that. Huh. That was weird. And then when I turned it back on, it just tried to climb to the moon. I don't know what that was. Yeah, normally it shows up in the little box. It'll say, you know, lever idle or whatever. So when I first started the descent, it said lever idle, so I went idle, and I haven't touched it since. Of crabs, what's up? Welcome in. We are just about to land here in Rome. On the approach now. Oh, sweet. Well, thanks for inviting them in. Appreciate that for sure. Yeah, it's more people to watch me screw up this landing. Perfect. Yeah, I've done Aviation and War Thunder a few times. I tend to play ground RB most of the time, though. So Ed, yeah, so I think sometimes it'll say thrust idle, and then it'll say lever idle or lever climb. It's like LVR or thrust. So the message actually changes there, at least from what I've noticed. Or maybe I'm crazy. This is only like my 5th time flying the Airbus, so I'm not 100% sure, but I thought it said lever idle at one point. But yeah, you might be right. I'll have to go back and look, like at the VOD later and see. 'Cause yeah, if it just said that thrust was idle, then I probably never needed to touch out of the climb detent. Yeah, I probably could have left it in climb detent. But I could have swore it said lever idle. Alright, Sharkbite, no worries. Yep, I know it took I was a little off on my timeline to how long it was going to be till we land, but yeah, appreciate you coming by and inviting a friend in. Awesome. Oh. See ya. I wonder, Ed, if it would have let me stay faster, too, if I'd have kept it in climb detent, because my speed constraint is 210. So to be all the way down to approach speeds already seemed a little off. But I was slowing down, but that was probably because I had the throttle in the wrong detent. So I started applying flaps, thinking that the plane was slowing down just because. But no, I probably should still be around 210, 200. Yeah, I'd be going a lot faster, but because of the D10 setting, we slowed down way earlier. Yeah. Hey man, we learn something every flight. There you go. So yeah, leave it and climb D10. Got it. Yeah, I'm way too slow right now. ATC would be pissed. I didn't activate approach mode yet. I haven't picked up a glide slope yet. Not far, not far. Probably 20 miles.
Speedbird 3527, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet. Speedbird 3527.
Speedbird 3527, cleared direct exam. Cross examati or above 4,000 feet. Clear DLS Whiskey runway 16 left.
Clear direct exama. Cross exama at or above 4,000 feet. Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 16 left. Speedbird 3527.
Wait, cleared ILS. Cross at or above exama at 4,000. I haven't tried the auto landing yet either. I gotta learn and figure out how to do that. I know, like they say in reality, the pilots are smoother than the auto land, but probably not me. The auto land's probably better than me. Alright, I picked up the glide slope there, so we can probably go ahead and hit approach. And we'll report that we're established.
Speedbird 3527, established on final approach.
Speedbird 3527, affermative. All aircraft be advised information Oscar now current. QNH 1010.
See, it's not following the glide slope either. Just ran flying. Fly by wire? What did I do wrong there?
$2,500.
Now I'm a tad below.
Speedbird 3527. Contact Fiume Tower 127.625. Have a good day.
Over to Tower 127.625. Speedbird 3527. Have a good day. Fiume Tower, Speedbird 3527, ILS Whiskey Runway 16 left.
Speedbird 3527, Fiume Tower, wind 200 AT10, runway 16 left, cleared to land.
Runway 16 left, cleared to land. Speedbird 3527.
That haze is interesting. I can't really see the runway yet. A little right. No. I'll correct that.
One 1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, continue. A little high. Low. Comes the stutters. Yeah. Oh man, we're way left now, or way right now.
Four 400. Three 300. 200. 100 above. 100. Minimum 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard 10, 5.
Not bad.
Speedbird 3527, exit right at Delta Echo.
Exit right at Delta Echo, Speedbird 3527.
Not too shabby there. What's up,
Speedbird
Caden?
3527, contact ground 122.125, bye-bye.
Ground 122.125, Speedbird 3527.
Weather radar
Have a
is
good day.
off. Predicted wind shear off. Cast. Stand by. Go off. You go back to normal. Right down. Flaps up. Landing lights can go off. Put the taxi lights on. They were already on. Okay. Very good.
Speedbird 3527. Request taxi to the gate.
Because I'm in Italy, so it's putting a
Speedbird
Italian accent
3527,
on it.
welcome to Fiumicino Airport. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
Request gate 405, Speedbird 3527.
Speedbird 3527, gate 405 taxi via Delta Echo, Delta. Hold short runway 25.
Delta
Gate
Echo,
405
Delta,
taxi
hold
via
short.
Delta Echo, Delta. Hold short runway 25, Speedbird 3527.
One more thing I can do while I'm here is get the APU going. Yeah, Caden, yeah, just I'm gonna park up the plane and then that's probably gonna be, I might do a couple of landing challenges. I usually like to mess around with a couple landing challenges before I call it. So I'll do one or two of those and then that'll pretty much be it. So maybe like another 20-30 minutes or so. And then I'll be back on for War Thunder tonight, at 9. Yeah, I like messing around with the landing challenges a little bit after I'm done. That was probably my best landing I've done in the Airbus so far, Ed. I was at least right on center line. Maybe it came down a little hard, but needed to flare it just a bit more, but... The approach wasn't... I ended up way off center at one point. I gotta work on approaches a bit. It was weird, like the autopilot, I had it all on approach. I don't know why it didn't follow the glide slope. I had to take over like way earlier than I normally would have, but...
Speedbird 3527, waiting to cross 25.
Speedbird 3527, cross runway 25 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta Kilo, Delta. Code short runway 16 left.
Cross runway 25 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta Kilo, Delta. Hold short runway 16 left. Speedbird 3527.
Hey, Michael. Oh, you buttered BWI? So I'm in Rome, at LIRF, which is Rome, Fiumicino Airport. Landing wasn't quite butter. It was pretty good though. I was right on center line. But maybe touchdown a tad hard. I don't know. I think it was okay. Okay enough. Gotta throw those replays in. Set. Go ahead and shut down the main engines. APU should be good. Yep. APU is ready. We'll go ahead. Shut down 2. Shut down 1. Sweet. Hour 22. About right. A little slow on the approach. Let the animals off the plane. Jet bridge. Hey, thanks, Ed. Thanks for hanging out, man. That was fun. It was an interesting flight. Right. Good. Fuel pumps. Good. Headers, back off. Yeah. Why did you not turn off? APU stuck again? Had this happen a couple times. Alright, yeah, we'll just pretend it turned off, because I don't know why it won't. Everything should be off. APU's off. General power's off. There it goes. Just took it a second. Alright. Very nice. Ba-doom. So do 1 or 2 landing challenges, and then I'm going to call it for the stream. We can do some of these. Sure, citation? Why not? See you, Caden. No.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
That's why I say these landing challenges aren't fair. Like, there would no way I'd be doing a visual into this right now with this weather. You can't even see the runway. Oh, what's up, Wee Thunder? Just screwing around with some landing challenges now. We did a long flight from Munich to Rome. Now I'm just messing around with the flight sims landing challenges just for a little bit. Windy crosswind landing there. I'll take a B. I don't even think I've ever flown the 777. Yeah, what could go wrong? Let me just fly the largest plane. Oh, and they make a nice right turn to final. Yeah, perfect. This should go great. We're probably gonna die. That was good. I had a really nice landing at Rome with the Airbus. It's the first time I've like landed it somewhat well. Like it looked competent. I'll have to clip it later and share it. This ought to be interesting, though. Boeing 777, nothing electronic will be set up because it's the landing challenge. So it's completely visual with no aids. So let's see how this goes. Oh my god. That thing is huge. Are the flaps at least down? Shut up. Shut up. No flaps. Okay, well, we're gonna need flaps. Big right turn to final. My god, this thing is huge. That turn wide. Throttle. Speed. Speed. We need power. Speed and power. Oh my god. the challenge. That's annoying. Be nice if it would tell you. I'm still gonna land it.
100.
We're off center.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, so it's the left runway. Got it. So right away, I know. Oh, God. Okay. All right, full flaps. Arm and speed brakes. Get rid of the auto throttle, because I don't want it. Woohoo! Let's go. 1.28 million points. A landing. Landing smoothness 403. Good. I'll take that. The 777 of all things? Yeah. Alright guys, it's been fun. Anybody who's still here, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you later.